What?
You guys are talking about me when I'm not here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another class on Verbling.com with teacher Abby. I am very excited to see you. You know it. Ali, welcome back to the class.
Hi, Abby. Again.
Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I noticed you sent me a message. I couldn't respond. I was in a lesson the last hour. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Andre,
Good night
good night.
for me.
That sounds so nice. That sounds so nice.
Also for me, good night.
Mustafa,
Hey teacher,
how you doing?
I am doing good.
Good. And Mateo, 1 month
Hi.
tomorrow.
1 month tomorrow. I follow your lesson.
That's great.
We need to celebrate a party.
What are we gonna do?
We can could we organize the party virtual party?
Okay, you can. You can if you want to. Does it have to be live broadcast? Because I don't want to have to behave myself. I want to be able to go crazy.
Okay.
We should tomorrow. Oh, there's a fly.
Mosquito.
Worse, a fly. Okay, I'm just reading your comments here. Hello, Mustafa. Hello. Tomorrow is 1 month as I follow Miss Abby. Great, so we have to celebrate. Andre says, make an online party. No party, no Abby. Also, no beach, no Abby. What does this mean? If
You know what I mean.
You mean there's no beach at the online party?
No, I mean you cannot live without beach.
This is true. I could live without it for a quick online party with my good friends. Mateo?
Okay.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Good. What did everybody do for the last hour? Who continued to study English? Who went to an English class last hour? Nobody?
No, repeat the question, sorry.
Who went to an English class last hour?
Who? With you? With
No,
you?
the last hour. I wasn't teaching a group class.
I was teaching a group class.
Nobody. Forget it. Forget it.
Are you jealous?
No, I was going to be really proud of you if you guys kept studying. Not jealous.
No, actually, I didn't.
Should I be jealous?
We need to take break sometimes.
No.
I'm not jealous.
I love when there's like a lack of understanding and then Mateo says something really funny that doesn't really fit. It's fantastic.
Because I'm talking serious.
I know, you're like, I'm not jealous. But we're just joking. Shh, relax. I'm not jealous. Arthur, welcome to the class.
Hi, Abby again.
Good to see you, Arthur. How are you?
I'm good.
Very good. Nice to have you back. Unlike Mateo, I am very jealous. You're mine. You're all mine. You can't go
I'm
anywhere.
also jealous.
Are you jealous, Arthur?
Yes.
About what?
About everything.
Interesting. I love
Especially
when
about my laptop.
your laptop. You don't like people to touch it?
Yeah.
I'm like that with my phone.
Oh.
Your phone? You is jealous of your phone?
A little bit. Just a little.
Why?
I don't like when people touch my phone. Maybe I'm
Don't touch my phone.
Too many selfies. I understand.
Too many what?
Selfies.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm hiding something on my phone. That's why I don't like people touching it. How did you know, Andre? You know me well.
Actually, you showed one recently.
I just took one today as well. All right. Well, today's topic is actually this class's topic is rather serious, but we're going to use it as a basis for conversation. It's about modern slavery. For some reason, it didn't save on my Verbling page. I don't know if you guys saw that. Maybe you would not have come to the class had you seen it. I'm not sure. Slavery. What do you think of when you hear that term? Well, let me say hello here. Who do we have? Joseph?
Hi, Abby. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Nice to have you with us. Is this your first time in my class?
No, actually, I went in your class, but a long time ago.
I don't remember the grasshopper.
Well, just only one class before this.
Thanks for joining me again. I'm happy to have you, Joseph.
Okay, thank you.
David.
Hello, Abby. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Very nice. My neck's a little sore because I was choked, and now it's quite tender. Other than that, I'm doing very good. So today we're talking about modern slavery. What do you think of when you hear the term slave or slavery? Maybe a movie, something in the news, a certain country? Mustafa, what do you think of?
Actually, I don't have a lot of idea about this, but I
What is
remember.
a slave? What is a
I,
slave?
yeah. I slave for someone or for. You mean this is right? Like subjection.
Subjection. Good word.
Yeah, something like this. I remember that in the past time actually, something like this. When the people in the past time they they were using this thing more in the modern life, more than in the modern life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I don't have a lot of idea about this issue. Something like this.
Okay. Who can think of a movie about slavery or that mentions slavery in some way?
But slavery, it's a bad word. When someone keep other people under pressure, okay?
Good description.
For me, this is a most bad word.
Keeping people under pressure. Excellent. Very, very good description of slavery. What about... can anyone think of a famous movie? We need one movie about slavery.
Oh, yes.
Spartak. I know.
What was it, Andre?
I know. I don't know if actually its title is like that, but I know one book. I think it is called Spartak, or I'm not sure.
Spartacus?
Maybe
Yes,
Spartak.
yes, yes.
I need
Spartak.
to. Yeah, we need to translate it. I need to translate it to
Can you tell me, just
English.
tell me a little bit about the story? Just a little bit.
The story is it's a gladiator. Maybe it's about gladiator. Yeah, the movie is
Spartacus.
gladiator.
Is it
Yeah.
Spartacus?
Yeah, and I guess his name is Spartacus. Yeah, maybe.
In a Roman time.
Spartan.
Spartan, yeah.
Okay, now I understand. I'm just not quite remembering the title. I haven't seen it. So as a slave, what did he have to do? Fight in the gladiator ring?
Yeah, it's about fighting.
Okay. There's one form of slavery being used for
Actually,
entertainment.
they are fighting for their owners.
Uh-huh.
And they live in a kind of school. They learning how to fight, use sword and something like that. But Spartacus not the same. Different slaves, other slaves, and they want to be free. And he organized other slaves and run away from that school and fighting against slavery, something like that.
Absolutely. Another example. Has anyone in the class ever seen Blood Diamond?
Yeah.
This is a movie.
This is a movie, yeah. Blood Diamond.
Yes, Blind Diamond.
Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yes, beautiful in the South Africa, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful movie.
So
I
who
know.
can give me an idea of what kind of slaves they were, what they had to do? Obviously based on a true story. Who can tell me what that was?
Oh, the United States story, America, in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Keep slavery, the people, the black people, for.
Absolutely. So slavery has existed all over the globe, but we're in 2014. You'd think that we would be over it, but we're not. Humans still practice things like this in certain parts of the world, and that is what our lesson is about today. We're going to look at some pretty difficult words. Actually, our vocabulary for this class is difficult. It's not easy, so be patient with yourself. Don't feel too upset if you can't keep up. Here, I'm going to share the document with you. And we're going to start by talking or discussing the quote by Kevin Bales. Can we get you to read that for us, Joseph, the quote? Oops.
Where is the file?
Just one moment. I'm going to share it with you. It's in the Verbling chat, but I'm going to also share my screen because I know it's easier for some of you.
Today you look like teacher.
Thank you.
Very look like.
I hope that's a compliment.
Say yes.
Okay, Joseph, please go ahead and read Kevin Bales.
A modern slavery. People do not slave people to be mean to them. They do it and make a profit.
Okay, excellent reading. Thank you. People do not enslave people to be mean to them. They do it to make a profit. So what do we learn from this quote about people?
What?
What do we learn about people from this quote?
People who enslave or people who got enslaved?
You could give me either answer. If you can think of the other side, then you're more than welcome to give me an answer. But what do we learn about people after reading this?
That they use other people to make a profit.
Exactly. Very good. What's more important to them, life or money?
Of course, money.
right? In some
They are
cases,
mean.
right?
They are mean. Yeah. So,
So,
I
Mustafa?
for me, I think it's mean. It's also a deep meaning that we have to respect the job of other people. They do that to make a profit, and we have to show them some respect for this. Oh yeah, we have also many people do some job like work in some cheap places or something like this, or shop or something like this. We have to show them some respect.
Are you talking about the people who are working or the people who are making a profit?
Making a profit. Who slave people, enslaved people.
Do you know what a slave is?
Yes.
So you think we should respect big companies who make money by making other people slaves?
But for me, the first
Just
things.
wait. Just wait. I just want to hear Mustafa's answer. Is that
Sorry.
I not the company but the people.
okay? Thank you for sharing your
Okay.
opinion, Mustafa. What were you going to say, Mateo?
Now, before I said, for me, the first things in the slavery situation to be keep the people before make money, before keep in the ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
Because after these people they can't rebellion, okay?
That's true, right?
And
To
keep in the scare, okay? Ignorance, scared, and after used these people for make money.
exactly, right? So it's pretty cruel, actually, right? To have a human being live in a situation like that. Anyone else have a comment on that quote before we continue?
Well, what I understand is that people who have slaves, they don't give education or anything like that to be mean to that people. They only have slaves to make money.
Yeah, they're saying if they didn't have to do it, they wouldn't. They don't want to be cruel to people, but they want to make money. So for them, they will do what they have to do to make money.
Yes, they don't give anything to these people.
They give very, very little.
Only maybe his food, only his
Exactly.
food and his house.
Exactly. Anyone else have a comment about that? All right, let's continue. How many slaves do you think there are in the world right now? Mohammed,
Yes, Abby.
how many slaves do you think we have in the world right now?
10 million.
10 million. Okay, that's your guess.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Number 2, Mew, are you there?
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Mew. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to the class. How are you today?
This is my first time.
Welcome. I'm happy to have you. Thanks for joining me today. Mew, can you give me an example of modern slavery? What is an example of modern slavery?
Mm, Sorry, I have no idea.
Okay. Who wants to give me their answer? Arthur, what is an example of modern slavery?
Well, I would start from non-criminal one. There are banks that set so high percentage rate and so easily acquired credits for people who are ignorant, and after that they just use them as slaves. So those people work just for the banks. That's, I think, one of the examples of modern slavery. And criminal one is, of course, prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Those two.
Very good. Excellent. Both good examples. David.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 3, how do slaveholders keep people enslaved? What are some ways that they might do that?
Okay, could be in the case of prostitution. I have heard that the slaveholders they say to the girls that if she leaves the job, they are going to kill the families. Yeah, basically that's like saying warranties.
Okay, very good. So, like, what do we call that? If they say, if you do this, this will be the consequence. What do we call that?
Yeah, a warranty. I think I'm not sure.
Threats. So that is one way that slaves are kept enslaved. Anyone else think of another way that slaveholders keep people enslaved? How are drugs related to this? What happens sometimes with drugs?
Maybe they try to get them unconscious, or by using drugs.
Okay. Absolutely, right? With alcohol, yeah, exactly. So Arthur, addiction, he says addiction. If, for example, people have access to drugs and they use those drugs to have slaves addicted, where will the slaves eventually have to go if they want to have their next fix? Where will they go?
To the master.
To the slaveholder, or the master, I suppose you could call it, right? Okay. Good job, you guys. What we're going to do now is look at our list of words, our vocabulary, and try to match them up with the definition on the right-hand side, okay? Some of these words are difficult, so if you need to get out a little dictionary or prepare yourself to be able to answer the questions, that's totally fine. Sorry, it's loud. Jolison says that his boss is a slave driver. Yeah, so sometimes we use the word slave lightly in situations like that. It's obviously different. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, Muhammad. Read number 1 and match it to the definition on the right.
Atrocity. The physical or mental violence. And the last one, atrocity is physical or mental violence.
Maybe you are muted.
Yes.
How did that happen? Who muted me? Okay, atrocity is not physical or mental violence. I know what you mean because it is an atrocity when that happens. But an atrocity is
Cruelty, horror.
exactly cruelty or horror. It's an absolute atrocity. Can you use it in a sentence, Mohammed? Use the word in a sentence for us.
Atrocity. Mm, Slaves. I don't know. I think I can't make a sentence.
Okay. Anyone else want to give it a go? Anyone else want to try using it in a sentence?
Yeah, me a bit. Could be
Okay.
the killer commit an atrocity when he killed a little girl.
Very good. The killer committed an atrocity. Perfect. Number. Oh,
Okay, sorry, a question.
yeah.
Is I can say make instead of commit, or
Made an atrocity. No.
just commit.
Commit is perfect.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Number 2, Mustafa.
Okay, teacher, roughly. Okay. Roughly, personal foundation. Uh, maybe the IJKLL.
Okay, I'll give you a sentence, Mustafa. I am roughly 5'7" tall.
Yeah, it's like what's the let me see.
I am roughly 5'7" tall.
Approximately, yes, approximately. Yeah,
There you go. Good job, Mustafa. Can you give me a sentence using the word roughly?
Okay. Roughly. Uh, mm, mm, okay. Maybe we can say the man picked me up roughly.
Okay, so that would be using it as not approximately, but as in the way he treated you. So that is
Okay.
correct. But that's correct. That's a perfect sentence, Mustafa. You could say he picked me up roughly, meaning he was not careful with you.
Okay, teacher.
He picked me up roughly. But in this context, we will see it as approximately. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Okay, I understood.
Good job, Mustafa. Number 3, Ali.
Abuse. Is it all physical or mental violence?
Physical or mental violence. Very good. Give me an example using the word abuse, a sentence.
some people work government abusing on the prisoner. I think.
Some people.
How to say some people work in the prison.
Prison guards.
Yeah, prison guards abusing on the prisoners.
Okay, prison guards. Prisoners. Prison guards. Good sentence. Prison guards. Nicely done, Ali. Andre, number 4.
Hard labor. I guess it's physically demanding work.
Excellent. Very good. Can you give me an example?
Using children's hard labor is illegal.
Using children for hard labor.
For hard labor.
Using children for hard labor is illegal. Have you ever done hard labor?
When I was a child. No. No. But in my life I did, yes, I think.
Give me an example of what you would consider to be hard labor.
Maybe how to say it? For example, when you work as what's wrong with my vocabulary?
It's okay.
When you carry some
for example, my father, he has done hard labor for many, many years. Does anyone remember what he does? I've talked about it before, but you might not remember. He builds houses.
I wanted to say to carry heavy things, for example. Yeah.
Carry a heavy load, carry heavy loads. Yeah. Anybody in the class do hard labor?
Yes, me.
Ali?
It's very difficult to stay in front of computer all day.
It is difficult, I understand. Yeah. Okay, next. Arthur, number 5.
Bandage. Chains or other devices used to prevent a person from escaping.
Excellent. And use a sentence using the word bondage?
Nowadays, bondage is not used that much, or I have. It's difficult to find a good sentence with bondage.
Mm-hmm. So bondage is when you are tied up or you're not able to move, right? So you could say, for example, the bank robber had the bank teller in bondage. She wasn't able to move. Or if you hold somebody hostage, you probably have them in some type of bondage. David, number 5 or number 6.
Bondage, G or I don't know.
Bondage is, I'm pretty sure it's F. Let me just double check.
I think.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
Bondage is like slavery. Or
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, but bondage is also used as a noun and it can be to have somebody tied up as well.
Do cops use bandage,
It's G.
or how's it called? Hand that
Number
that
5
locks
is,
hands.
yeah, those are called like handcuffs or shackles.
Yeah, it's shackles.
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs. Or...
You're right, Arthur. Bondage could be those things, but there is a better answer. Ali's right. It's G. It's slavery or enslavement.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Bondage is G. Slavery or enslavement. Thank you, Ali, for bringing that out. I missed that one. Okay, number 6, David.
Okay, yeah, it's pay off. Actually, I'm not sure, but I think it's to give money back after borrowing it to reduce or eliminate a debt.
Absolutely. Good job. Can you use payoff in a sentence?
Yeah. I have to pay off the money that the bank borrowed to me.
I have to pay back the money that my bank lent me. Lent me.
Okay, lent. What lent is when someone lends to you, and
Exactly.
borrowing is when you borrowing to someone. Yeah.
Exactly. So lend is when I say, here, David, I'm going to lend you money. And borrow is when I say, David, I'm going to borrow money from you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, got it.
Perfect. Good job, David. Can you, let's go over to Joseph with number 7.
Migrant, a person who moves from one location to another for work purposes.
Very good. Can you repeat migrant?
Migrant.
Can you use it in a sentence for me?
There are a lot of migrants who travel to Europe and US.
Excellent. Good job. Lots of people are migrants. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Number 8. Mateo.
Okay. 8. Deportation. And a J, a person who transport people or things illegally.
No, not quite. Deportation. Deportation. He was guilty.
Okay. The act of being sent back to one's place of citizenship.
Excellent. Good job. And give me a sentence with deportation or deported.
Some people in Mexico, deported people in the United States.
Okay, some people from Mexico were deported from the United States. Good sentence. Very good. Deportation. Number 9, Mohammed?
Number 9, trafficker. A person who transports people or things illegally.
Excellent. And a sentence with trafficker.
If I can't get visa for going to Europe, I will be need traffickers helping.
I will need traffickers to help me.
Yes.
Good job. I will need traffickers to help me. Good sentence, Mohammed. Mustafa, number 10.
Again?
Again. Shackles.
Shackles. Okay, shackles. Okay, F. Chain or other devices used to prevent a person from escaping.
Excellent. And a sentence?
The criminal people hold their hand by shackles.
Excellent. Good job. Held their hands with shackles.
With shackles, yes.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. Ali, number 11.
Vulnerable. I think it's K. Powerless, easily harmed.
Very good. And a sentence?
Okay. People are vulnerable when they drink too much or they are drunk.
Good sentence. Very good sentence. And true. Andre, the last one, 12.
Fraud. And what answer is left? It's maybe it's a slavery, enslavement. No.
No, that's an act of fraud, but it's
Thinking about powerless physical.
it's, for example,
Lies. C. Lies used to.
There you go.
For the purpose of financial gain.
Absolutely. Good job. And a sentence with fraud?
Many brokers use fraud to gain a profit from their customers.
Absolutely. Good job. Nice work, you guys. Those are not easy words. Atrocity. Any questions on them? Either you would like to hear me pronounce it for you, or you are not sure on the definition. Any questions at all? All right. We're going to get into our reading activity. We've got 5 paragraphs, and I think we're a full house, are we? Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we'll divide up some of the larger ones. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. Arthur, could you read number 1?
Sorry, who?
You. Could you read the first one? I'm going to be focusing on pronunciation, so read it for me, and then we'll help you with any words that you have a hard time with.
Okay. When you hear the word slavery, do you think of atrocities from long ago? Films and books on slavery often focus on the transatlantic slave trade, which took place before 20th century. Did you know that there are more slaves now than ever before in history? Even though slavery is illegal in every country in the world, roughly 30 million humans are enslaved today.
Excellent. Good reading. I only want you to
Thank
repeat
you.
transatlantic. Transatlantic.
Transatlantic.
Perfect. Very good. So what is something interesting about modern day slavery? Mustafa, what is an interesting fact about modern day slavery?
About modern teacher, you said?
What is an interesting fact about modern day slavery?
I don't know if that's roughly 30 million human are enslaved today or something else. I'm not sure, teacher.
That's true? Well, it could be anything. What do you find interesting about this paragraph? The fact
Yeah,
that there's more now than ever, or what do you think?
yeah, something like the last phrase. Roughly 30 million human are enslaved today.
Mm-hmm. Mustafa, it says in the paragraph that it's illegal in every country in the world, right?
Yes.
So maybe I misunderstood you at the beginning of class because you said, what were you saying about having respect for them?
Okay. I didn't mean we have to respect about other job. I specific this only the slave people.
To respect the slaves.
Yeah, respect the slave, not the other people.
Okay, I understand. Now I understand. Before I was really confused.
Yeah, actually, me too.
I was like, get out. I knew there was a reasonable explanation because you've got a very kind heart, Mustafa. I knew that had to be true. Good.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, anyone else have a question about the vocabulary or the idea in paragraph 1? Paragraph 2, we're going to divide this between David and Joseph. So David, the first highlighted part, and Joseph, the second part.
Okay, I mean, a slave is a person who works for little or no money under the threat of physical or mental abuse. Slavery doesn't always involve hard labor. Women who are forced into marriage or the sex trades are slaves. Men forced to perform criminal behaviors such as exporting illegal drugs are also slaves.
Thank you. Joseph?
Sadly, many slaves are children. Some are kidnapped and forced to become soldiers or servants. Others are orphans who accept jobs or the promise of food and shelter. Prisoners who work for pennies a day may also be classified as slaves.
Good reading. Fantastic pronunciation. Can you repeat the word orphans?
Orphans.
Excellent. Very good. And, okay, so what constitutes a slave? Ali, what constitutes a slave?
What? Can you repeat?
What makes a slave? What is a slave?
A slave, if someone work for a little money or no money,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe someone abuse him or her, and women who are forced into marriage or sex, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Anybody else have a comment about that? Has anybody seen slavery? Has anyone ever seen it? I have seen it a lot.
Where? In the movie only?
No, I've seen it in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
They might not classify themselves as slaves because many are free to go home at night. But according to the definition of a slave, they're in slavery. Mateo, did you have a comment?
No.
What are you eating?
What do you reading?
What are you eating?
No, today I'm not eating, not dinner.
No dinner.
No, because
Too much
because
beer.
no, because in the lunch I eat a lot of things.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Any questions on paragraph number 2? Mateo, it's your turn. Get that microphone on. I'm going to get you to read paragraph 3.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, go. Paragraph 3. Okay, slaves are here forced or tricked into a life of bondage. Many people find themselves slaving as slaves after accepting a job. They are tricked into taking a loan to cover transportation costs and soon realize they will never be able to pay off their debts. Family members, including children, may end up as slaves as they try to help their loved one pay off these loans. This type of slavery is known as a bonded slavery.
Excellent. Very good. So how can people be tricked into slavery? How can someone be tricked into slavery? Andre?
They could tricked by offering the loan that they will not be able to pay off.
Absolutely. Very good.
Probably, I think there are so many slaves in, for example, someone who take mortgage and can pay. So.
Excellent.
Use credit.
In fact, some people would say, like Arthur said earlier, he said, all people are slaves. We're all slaves to things like our own desires. We don't have to be, but most people are, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Good. Anyone else have a comment about that?
Teacher, can we say, I don't agree with this, but can we say the woman is a slave for a man or something like this after maybe she was married a bad man or something like this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So maybe she marries a man who treats her poorly, she can't leave, he doesn't allow her to leave, etc., etc. She might be feeling like a slave. Or if she does all of the work in the household and he never helps her or he doesn't take care of her and she's forced to do all of those things on her own, that would be a type of slavery. She would feel like a slave.
Maybe a men are like slave, work for their woman all the time because their costs, something like that.
I love how Ali always has to defend his corner with that, with the men versus women issue. He's always got a comment. Okay, let's continue. Mustafa, the highlighted blue part, and Ali, the rest of the paragraph.
Okay. Though it's easy to get tricked into tricked. Okay?
Perfect.
Into slavery, it is difficult to break free from it. Slaveholders use violence and threats when their laborers try to gain their right or escape. migrant workers fear deportation or prison if they try to leave.
Ali?
Okay. People who are transported across borders are typically forced to hand over their ID and travel documents to their traffickers. Even without physical shackles, a language barrier may cause a migrant worker to feel trapped in a life of slavery.
Excellent. Good job. Any questions on the vocabulary for this paragraph?
Shackless.
Shackles. Shackles.
Shackles.
It's
Before.
these when your hands are.
Okay. Okay. The police. Okay.
Okay. Shackles. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Now, if they're not physical shackles, what other kind of metaphoric shackle might a slave experience? Joseph.
Not physical. For example, when the people like to try drugs, they become addicted to the drugs, and it's like shackles, chains.
Exactly. That's a type of shackle. Excellent. Anyone else give me an example? That's a really good one, Joseph.
When you love,
Mustafa?
maybe when you love women and your feeling becomes shackled with hair or something like this.
Love shackles.
Love, yes, love shackles, yes.
Those are the good kinds of shackles, though. Good job, Mustafa. I was thinking, too, in the paragraph it mentions a language barrier, not being able to communicate. What do you guys think? Is that like a form of shackle?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. In this case, yes.
We all understand that.
Maybe
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because we don't have have a big understand language, and we have shackles because usually I can't understand.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you feel trapped. You feel like, I don't know what to say or what to do. We have to finish off. Andrew, can you read our last paragraph?
Yeah. Is it possible to slave-proof humanity? Teaching vulnerable people how to detect fraud can help reduce modern slavery. Watching out for slavery in our own backyard can also help. Where starvation and poverty exist, however, people will always be willing to take a risk or a small chance at a better life.
Very good. Excellent reading. Any questions on the vocabulary here?
Live for another exciting session. We're looking at interview techniques tonight. I have a lot.
Alrighty.
Who is this?
What? All right, you guys, that is it for our lesson on modern slavery. Kind of a depressing topic, but I searched and searched and searched, and it was just the best option.
In fact, I'm depressed.
Sorry, Matteo. Da 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 da. Do you feel better?
No, after this lesson, I'm depressed because this topic is cruel.
I know, it's a sad topic, but being sad won't change it, so don't be sad. Thanks, guys.